Hey, welcome back everyone, Don here. So today I've got to grease my tractor, but before I do that, I really need to clean it. It is filthy. So I'm going to do that with my Greenworks power washer. But before I do that, I want to move all those rocks that I didn't use on the wall that are lined up along the edge of the lawn at the top of the wall. I need to get all those out of there, find a place to put them, and get them out of my hair. Never use gasoline on a fire. Diesel fuel, and I know most everybody doesn't necessarily have diesel fuel available, but tiki torch fuel will react the same as diesel will. So this is my pressure washer. It's an electric 2000 PSI from Greenworks. I've had this thing a couple of years and I forget what I paid for it, somewhere around 100, 100 and a half, something like that. So it's not really a high-end, crazy high pressure machine, which is going to actually be an advantage in this case, because I wouldn't typically use a pressure washer on a car or a piece of machinery, something painted, right? But in this case, where it's not as high pressure as a gas-powered one might be, I think it's a little bit safer to use. I certainly wouldn't use it on something like the engine, but it's good for getting clumps of grease off and things like that. So we'll try it out and see how it works. So I've never used the soap dispenser. I'm going to try it with just some car wash. I don't want to use anything too aggressive. Maybe should have diluted that, but we'll see how it goes. So I haven't used this in a while, and I keep it in the basement so it doesn't freeze in the winter. Well, the last thing I want is to have water inside freeze and crack a fitting or break a pipe or, you know, damage it in some way. So it comes with a set of tips, although they're pretty standard. I think you can buy different tips. Soap tip, 40 degree, 25 degree, and a turbo, which just kind of swirls the pressure around. I'm going to try to take it easy. I'm going to use the soap tip because I never have before. We'll see how that goes. Then I'll try one of these to rinse it down. I hate running water in there, but I probably have to. So that pressure washer is not not too powerful or overpowered for doing stuff that's painted or things like the tractor, right? I certainly wouldn't use it on a car. I've never pressure washed a car. I've used a pressure washer on all these joints. I want to make sure that I fill them full of grease. Now I'll show you my least favorite spot to grease. It's not impossible to get to it, but it is difficult because these hoses run right over it. And I struggle every time. Come on. Come on, you son of a gun. Come on. Ah. See what I mean? Let's try from this side. Come on, Kubota. Is it just me? Or do any of you struggle with this one? Oh my goodness. Finally. I would think that the hardest grease fitting wouldn't be this one. It would be the one under the mat in the for the throttle pedal, but that one's pretty easy to get to. The only problem with that one is I can't use my lock and lube because it's too fat. It doesn't fit in the hole to get onto the fittings, so I have to use my old grease gun that actually has a smaller nozzle on it. The diameter on this, on my old gun, compared to the new lock and lube, this is much fatter than this. This one won't fit down inside to get onto the fitting for the pedal. I have to use the smaller one, which is kind of weird. And I don't think it's the size of the hole, but I think it's the placement of where the hole is in. It's where the hole is compared to where the edge of the metal is that this has to get by to get onto the fitting. And it might even have something to do with me having the seal kit in here, because the brushes, the little brushes for this are screwed on right here, and so there's material there that's in the way, and I think that's what prevents the lock and lube from getting on there. It's just a little too fat. Beauty. So thanks for hanging out with me again. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.